The dark has started to loosen. The window is slightly open, just enough to let the cold air slip in. Without announcing itself, the curtains move gently, like they are breathing on their own. I've been awake longer than I meant to be. Not restless, not exactly tired, just suspended somewhere between yesterday and what comes next. The clock reads 4:12, a quiet hour, an honest one. There's something about this time that feels unguarded. No messages arriving, no expectations knocking. Even the city sounds distant, as if it agreed to lower its voice. I sit on the edge of the bed, feet resting against cool wood floors. The room carries the faint scent of fabric and night air. Nothing dramatic, nothing urgent, just space. I think about the conversations that felt unfinished, words I almost said but didn't. Not because they were heavy, but because the timing never felt right. Silence can protect things, it can also keep them suspended longer than necessary. A car passes somewhere far below, its tires moving through wet pavement. The sound fades quickly, leaving the room exactly as it was before. I lean back against the wall and close my eyes, not to sleep, just to listen more clearly. Breathing becomes noticeable, slow, even steady, enough to anchor the moment. There is comfort in knowing that no one is watching this hour, no one measuring productivity, no one expecting clarity. The sky beyond the window is still dark, but not completely. There's a softer edge now, a subtle thinning of black into blue. I wonder how many mornings begin this quietly, without announcement. How many people sit alone, thinking thoughts they won't repeat later. I reach for my phone and set it back down. Nothing important will arrive before sunrise. Some things can wait until light makes them easier. The air shifts again, cool against my skin. It reminds me that time is moving even when I am still. There's a softness here that doesn't exist in daylight, a kind of permission to feel uncertain without needing answers. I let my thoughts settle instead of chasing them. My questions exist without solving them. Outside, a faint line of pale gray begins to stretch along the horizon. It doesn't rush, it doesn't demand attention, it simply appears. The room changes with it, edges becoming clearer, shadows stepping back slowly. I stand and walk toward the window, resting my hand against the frame. The glass is cool, solid, real. Somewhere a bird tests the air with a single sound, then another responds. Small confirmations that the world is preparing itself. Morning doesn't arrive all at once, it builds quietly, like breath returning after a long pause. I realize I'm not waiting for anything specific, not a message, not a solution, not even sleep. Just this transition, this in-between place, where nothing has fully begun and nothing has completely ended. The sky grows lighter, blue replacing gray, without argument. I exhale slowly, feeling the weight in my chest shift just enough to notice whatever felt complicated at midnight seems less defined now, not resolved, just less sharp. Sunrise sunrise is close, though the sun itself is invisible yet. Only the suggestion of it, hidden beyond buildings and distance. I whisper something under my breath, not a wish, not a promise, just a quiet acknowledgement that I am here, awake, witnessing the change. The room is brighter now, the hour no longer secret. Soon the day will gather its noise, schedules, voices, movement. Before a few more seconds, there is only this, the gentle lift of light, the cool air fading, the quiet space before everything begins. Whispers before sunrise, carried nowhere, yet enough. It's 2 a.m. and the city hasn't decided whether to sleep or stay awake. The street outside your window is washed in a pale orange light, not bright, just enough to soften the edges of buildings and make the pavement look warmer than it is. You're sitting on the floor, back against the couch, phone face down beside you. I'm near the kitchen, leaning against the counter, watching the quiet stretch between us. We're not arguing, we're not celebrating, just existing in the same room, letting the hour pass through us. There's a faint hum from the refrigerator, a clock somewhere ticking gently, the kind of sounds you only notice when conversation slows down. You say my name once, not loudly, just to see if I'm listening. I am. I walk over and sit beside you. Our shoulders touch lightly, not dramatic, not urgent, just contact outside. A car turns the corner, slowly headlights glide across the ceiling and disappear. We've been talking for hours about small things at first, work, old friends, plans we may or may not keep. Somewhere along the way, the words became quieter, less about facts, more about how things feel. You rest your head back against the couch, I watch the way your breathing settles. There's something steady about it, something that makes the room feel anchored. We don't need to solve anything tonight that feels important. Your hand shifts slightly closer to mine, not reaching, just close enough to notice warmth. There's comfort in this kind of silence, the kind that doesn't demand filling, the kind that feels shared. I think about how many nights end without being remembered, how many hours dissolve into routine and distraction. But this one feels different, not brighter, not louder, just clear. The lamp in the corner casts a soft circle of light. Everything beyond it fades into shadow. We sit inside that small orbit, untouched by whatever waits outside. You start to speak, then pause. I don't ask you to continue if it matters, it will return. The clock changes to 2:17, time moving without pressure. Your fingers finally brush mine, not a statement, not a promise, just acknowledgement. The world outside keeps its distance, no sirens, no passing conversations. Even the wind seems patient, we've known each other long enough to understand what silence means. It isn't absence, it's trust. You lean your head slightly realization, just the quiet awareness that we are still here, still choosing to stay in this moment. The light flickers once, then steadies. The room remains warm. I think about mornings, how they arrive with noise and expectation. How daylight asked for explanations, but 2 a.m. asked for nothing. It allows uncertainty, it allows closeness without definition. Your hand turns palm upward, I let mine settle into it. No words follow, they aren't necessary. Outside, the orange street light hums faintly. The pavement holds its glow, and somehow, so do we. Not brightly, not in a way anyone else would notice, just enough to feel it. 2 a.m. and we still glow. The sky is still a deep shade of blue, not quite night, not quite morning. I'm sitting at the small wooden desk by the window, a single lamp turned on, casting a soft circle of light over blank paper. It's 4:08, too late to call it night, too early to call it day. The air feels heavier before sunrise, as if the world is holding something back. I run my fingers along the edge of the page, listening to the quiet hum of distant traffic far below. The city hasn't woken yet, but it hasn't fully slept either. There are things I never said, not because they were urgent, but because they required stillness. And stillness is rare when the sun is up. So I write now, not a formal letter, not something to send, just words that need somewhere to rest. The ink moves slowly, curving across the paper. With deliberate patience, I don't rush. There is no deadline here. I write about the first time I noticed the way you listen, how you don't interrupt, how silence never feels awkward beside you. I write about evenings when the light faded gently, and conversation stretched without effort. Outside, a single bird tests the morning, one soft note, then quiet again. The paper absorbs each sentence without judgment. It doesn't ask for clarity, it doesn't question intention. There's comfort in that. Some memories feel brighter at night, edges soften, mistakes less sharp, regrets less demanding. I pause, leaning back slightly, watching the sky lighten, almost imperceptibly. The blue is thinning now, a faint gray pressing against it. From behind distant buildings, I continue writing, not confessions, not apologies, just acknowledgements of distance, of timing, of the way some connections remain, even when they shift shape. My handwriting grows steadier as the page fills. The act of writing feels like breathing, slow, measured, necessary. I don't know if you would recognize yourself in these sentences. Perhaps they are more about me than about you. The horizon softens further. The first hint of pale silver slides between rooftops. I fold the page carefully, not sealing it. There's no envelope waiting. Some letters are not meant to travel. They exist simply to be written. The room is brighter now, shadows retreating quietly. The lamp no longer needed. I turn it off and let the natural light take its place. The paper rests on the desk, calm and complete. Whatever these words carried feels lighter now. Not resolved, just settled. Morning approaches without urgency. Cars begin to pass more frequently. Windows across the street flicker on. The velvet texture of dawn wraps the city gently, smoothing sharp lines into something softer. I place the folded letter inside a drawer, not hidden, just stored. Some feelings don't need delivery, they only need acknowledgement. The sky shifts fully into pale blue. Day begins assembling itself. I stand by the window one last moment, watching the light settle into familiar shapes. Velvet dawn letters, written in quiet, kept in stillness. Enough, just as they are. The window is open just enough to let the night breathe in. A thin curtain moves with the rhythm of distant air. Soft and unannounced moonlight stretches across the desk, spilling over scattered pages, silvering the margins of unfinished thoughts. It's 3:17, the hour when clocks feel louder and everything else feels far away. I turn another page slowly, careful not to disturb the quiet. The paper carries a faint scent of dust and ink, like something that has waited patiently to be touched again. Outside, the street rests in silence. No engines, no footsteps, only the low hum of a city sleeping beneath itself. I trace a line of text with my finger, not to read faster, but to feel the shape of the words. Some sentences don't ask to be understood, they ask to be held. The lamp is off, I let the moon do the work. Its pale light softens the edges of everything it reaches. Even my thoughts seem quieter here. There are notes in the margins, written in a different mood, a different night. Questions that no longer feel urgent, answers that never fully arrived. I close the book halfway, let letting a finger mark the place. Not because I'm finished, but because I want the moment to linger. The room listens. I lean back in the chair, wood creaking faintly, and watch how the light shifts across the floorboards. Moonlight never stays still, it drifts like memory. There are things I meant to say today, conversations rehearsed in my head, but under this light they seem smaller, less necessary. Silence has its own vocabulary. A distant train passes somewhere far away. It sounds softened by distance, like a reminder that the world continues. Even when I pause, I open the book again. Another paragraph, another quiet revelation that doesn't demand reaction. The pages turn with a gentle whisper, paper against paper, soft friction in the dark. I wonder how many nights I've looked like this without me noticing. How many moons have traced this desk, this chair, this same quiet posture. There's comfort in repetition, in the way night returns without expectation. I rest my palm flat against the page, feeling its coolness. Sometimes I think the most honest thoughts arrive when no one is there to hear them. Not dramatic, not grand, just steady. The clock moves to 3:48 soon. The sky will begin its subtle shift. A dilution of darkness, a thinning of shadow, but not yet. For now, the room belongs to moonlight and silent pages. I close the book completely this time, holding it for a moment against my chest, as if warmth might transfer through the cover. Outside, the first hint of gray touches the horizon. The moon lowers quietly, releasing the desk back to ordinary light. I stand, slide the chair in gently, and leave the pages where they are, not hidden, not displayed, just present. Some nights are not meant to change anything. They exist to hold you still, to soften your breathing, to remind you that quiet is not empty. As the sky grows lighter, I glance once more at the desk, where silver has faded into pale blue. Moonlight on silent pages, nothing resolved, nothing undone. Just a moment kept between darkness and day. There's a low hiss in the room, soft like breath against glass. It comes from the old radio, resting near the window. Its red light barely alive. I leave it on between stations where nothing fully forms, just static, soft, constant, almost comforting. Outside, the sky is thinning. stars dissolve one by one, not dramatically, just quietly giving way. I sit on the floor with my back against the couch, knees drawn in, headphones resting around my neck, but not playing anything. The static is enough, it fills the edges of silence without demanding attention. My phone screen lights up once, then fades. No messages, no urgency, just the reflection of my face floating in the glass. I turn the volume slightly higher, letting the hiss settle into the corners of the room. Somewhere inside it there are fragments, half signals, ghosts of voices that never fully arrive. I imagine conversations passing through the air, brushing past me without stopping. There's something honest about unfinished sound, the way it doesn't pretend to be whole. The window is cracked open, cool air slips in, carrying the faint scent of rain that hasn't started yet. A car passes far below, its tires humming briefly against damp pavement, and nothing again. I stretch my legs slowly, feeling the quiet weight of early morning. The stars outside grow softer, less certain, like thoughts you meant to hold on to but didn't. I lean forward, resting my chin on my arms. The static shifts slightly, as if the world adjusted its position. I think about the things I almost said tonight, words that hovered at the edge of my mouth and disappeared before they could form. Not out of fear, just timing. Some moments aren't meant to be filled. The radio crackles gently, a reminder that even noise can feel tender when it's low enough. The sky now carries a pale trace of something new, not sunrise yet, just the promise of it. I close my eyes and let the static blur into something softer. It becomes a kind of ocean, distant and even, rolling in slow motion. My breathing falls into rhythm with it. Inhale, hiss, exhale, hiss. I wonder how many mornings begin like this, unnoticed. How many people sit alone with their own quiet frequencies, tuning in and out of thoughts that drift. The stars are nearly gone now, only one remains, faint above the rooftops. I watch it carefully, as if it might change its mind, but it fades too. No announcement, no flare, just absence. The radio light flickers once I reach over, turn the dial slightly, then back again. Still nothing but static, and somehow that feels right. Not every silence needs to be solved, not every ending requires a sound. The sky shifts further, gray dissolving into blue. The room grows clearer, edges sharpening, details till the hiss becomes a whisper, then softer until it's almost gone. I leave the radio on anyway, a small red glow in a brightening room, soft static, fading stars. The night doesn't end loudly, it exhales, and I sit there for one more minute, holding the quiet before the day begins. The applause ended faster than it began. For a moment it filled the theater completely, pressing against the curtains, rising toward the ceiling lights, wrapping around my shoulders like something warm. And it disappeared, as if it had somewhere else to be. Backstage smells like powder and fabric. Half-removed costumes hang loosely from tired bodies. Someone laughs too loudly, trying to keep the energy from falling. I sit in front of the mirror and wipe away the outline of someone else's face. Under the stage lights, every emotion feels larger. Under this fluorescent hum, everything shrinks back to size. We walk 2 streets down to a restaurant that stays open without asking questions. The bell above the door rings softly, unimpressed by performances. Bowls arrive quickly, rice already cooling at the edges, steam fading into nothing. No one talks about the missed cue. No one mentions the standing ovation. We speak about small things instead, like traffic, like tomorrow's schedule, like the way the weather shifted unexpectedly. Chopsticks move slowly. The sound of ceramic against wood feels louder than usual. Across from me, someone scrolls through photos from the curtain call. We look brighter there, almost untouchable. I wonder which version is real, the one under applause or the one watching rice grow cold. A taxi waits outside, engine idling patiently. Its headlights stretch across wet pavement, unaware of who just stepped off stage. I finish half the bowl and decide that is enough. Hunger feels different after performance, less physical, more abstract. When we stand, chairs scrape gently across the floor. No one rushes to leave, but no one suggests staying longer either. The night air feels honest, cool against skin that was 2 warm minutes ago. Inside the taxi, the city passes in fragments. Neon signs, closed storefronts, a couple arguing quietly at a crosswalk. The driver does not ask about the show. He adjusts the radio volume slightly lower, as if sensing that silence is preferred. I lean my head against the window. My reflection overlaps with streetlights, with passing shadows, with the faint outline of buildings still awake. Applause is strange, it fills the chest quickly, then leaves a hollow space behind. Not painful, just noticeable. I think about tomorrow's performance, the same lines, the same cues, the same rising sound at the end. Will it feel different? Or is repetition part of the ritual? When the taxi turns onto my street, the sky has shifted from black to deep gray. Morning assembling quietly behind rooftops. I pay inexact bills, step out carefully, listen as the engine fades away. Inside my apartment, everything is still. Costume folded over a chair, makeup wipes left on the counter. I stand in the center of the room. No audience, no dialogue, no spotlight. Just breathe. The applause no longer echoes. The rice is already forgotten. What remains is simpler than either. A body that performed, a body that is tired, a body that will do it again. I turn off the last light and let the quiet close gently around me.
It's 3:41 when the equation stops making sense. Not because it is wrong, but because I am tired in a way that numbers cannot measure. The textbook lies open under a narrow circle of light beyond the desk. The room dissolves into shadow. If a particle is not observed, does it exist in one state, or in many at once? The question lingers longer than it should. I underline the same sentence twice, as if pressure from the pen might force clarity to appear. The clock on the wall ticks steadily, unconcerned with uncertainty. Time, at least, refuses to hesitate. Coffee sits untouched beside my notebook. Its surface reflects the lamp, a small contained universe trembling at the edges. Superposition, entanglement, probability. Words that describe invisible behavior, yet feel uncomfortably personal tonight. If observation changes the outcome, what does attention do to doubt? I whisper the formula under my breath, not to memorize it, but to make it solid. Sound gives shape to abstraction. Silence expands it again. Outside the window, no lights are on in neighboring buildings. The world feels temporarily unmeasured, existing without expectation. For a moment, I envy that state. To exist without being evaluated, without being collapsed into a single result. I close my eyes briefly and press my fingertips against them. Tiny sparks appear in the darkness, false stars generated by pressure. Observation creates light, even if it is imagined. The problem on the page remains unsolved, but the tension around it softens slightly. Maybe understanding is not immediate. Maybe it behaves like probability, approaching certainty without ever fully arriving. The radiator clicks once. adjusting to unseen changes in temperature. Everything responds to something, even if we cannot trace the cause. I write a note in the margin. Uncertainty is not failure. The sentence looks fragile. Still, I leave it there. When I glance at the clock again, nearly 20 minutes have passed. Time moves even when comprehension stalls. The sky beyond the window is shifted, almost imperceptibly, black thinning into something less absolute. Morning will measure me soon enough. Grades, deadlines, expectations. For now, I remain undefined. Not success, not disappointment. Just a person sitting quietly with a question, larger than the room. I close the book gently, as if the pages require rest too. The equation will wait. The particles will continue behaving, whether I watch them or not. I turn off the lamp. In the dark, certainty feels unnecessary. Breathing is enough.
The washing machine has been turning for almost an hour. A steady circular motion behind a white door, like a small contained ocean that never grows restless enough to spill. It's 5:07 in the morning. Sleep feels possible, but not convincing. The kitchen light is the only one on. It spills into the hallway in a narrow golden line. I sit on the floor back against the wall, listening to the rhythm of water and fabric. Socks revolve around heavier clothes, briefly visible through the glass, then disappearing again. There's comfort in repetition, in cycles that complete themselves without requiring explanation. I think about how many loads of laundry have marked different phases of my life. Dorm rooms, shared apartments, now this quiet place that feels temporary and permanent at once. The machine hums steadily, more reliable than most conversations. It does not demand answers, it only continues. Outside, the sky is shifting from black to soft gray. No dramatic sunrise, just gradual permission for light. A shirt presses against the glass, then slips away again. Stains that once felt urgent to faded over time. Others remain, faint but present. Not everything leaves completely. The spin cycle accelerates, water drains, the sound deepens, then steadies again. I rest my head against my knees and let the vibration travel through the floor. There is something grounding about this hour. No notifications, no expectations, no performance required, just fabric turning in circles. When the machine slows, the silence feels heavier than the motion. I stand slowly, knees stiff from sitting too long. Smells like nothing in particular. Clean, but not scented. Neutral. That neutrality feels honest. One by one, I place clothes into the basket. Fold without rushing. Align edges carefully. Morning is almost here now. Birds beginning somewhere beyond the buildings. A sound subtle enough to miss, if not listening closely. The basket grows lighter as the drum empties. When I switch off the kitchen light, the room does not feel darker, just quieter. Laundry finished, night finished, nothing dramatic achieved. Still, something small feels completed. I carry the basket toward the bedroom, bare feet against cool tile, and let the new day begin without announcing itself. Without announcing itself.
The screen went dark at 3:18. The room felt smaller without it. I watched my reflection fade from the black glass of the monitor, as if the night had taken back the only light it allowed. The email is sent. There is nothing left to adjust, no sentence to soften, no attachment to replace. Just the quiet confirmation that it has gone somewhere beyond me. You were already awake, curled near the door, ears lifting at the sound of my chair. I reach for the leash and you stand without hesitation, as if this was always the plan. The hallway smells faintly of detergent and dust. The elevator hums down slowly, mirrors reflecting a version of me that looks less certain under fluorescent light. Outside, the street is wet from earlier rain. Streetlights scatter across the pavement, broken into long trembling lines. Your paws press into shallow puddles, soft rhythmic taps that feel steadier than my breathing. There are no cars, no footsteps, just the distant electrical buzz of a traffic signal changing colors for no one. I keep thinking about the tone of that message, whether honesty sounds different at 3 in the morning, whether exhaustion sharpens words or makes them fragile. You pull slightly ahead, nose close to the ground, finding importance in invisible things. I try to follow that logic, to believe that not everything needs to be analyzed into meaning. We stop beneath a flickering street lamp. Your leash slackens, you look back at me briefly, not asking for anything, just confirming I am still there. In that small gesture, my shoulders loosen. Somewhere above us, a window goes dark. Someone else surrendering to sleep. The sky is still deep blue, but softer now, as if morning is considering arrival. I realize I haven't checked my phone since we left the building. The urge rises once, then fades. The inbox can wait, the outcome can wait. This block of quiet pavement cannot. We turn the corner slowly, water gathers at the edge of the curb, reflecting us in fractured shapes. I wonder how many decisions are made too quickly, simply because silence feels uncomfortable. Tonight I let silence stretch. Your breathing is steady, your pace unbothered. There is something honest about walking without destination, about letting movement exist without progress attached to it. When we reach the final crosswalk, the signal changes again, though no one is watching. We cross anyway. By the time we return to the building, the sky has shifted noticeably. Not bright but lighter. I wipe the rain gently from your fur. You shake once, water scattering across the concrete. Inside, the elevator hums upward. The hallway feels less narrow. The email still exists. The uncertainty remains. But for a moment it feels smaller than it did upstairs. You circle once before lying down again. I stand by the window, watching the street fade into early gray. The world is beginning without consulting me, and somehow that feels relieving. I turn away from the glass and let the quiet remain unfinished. For a time 6 in the morning, and the screen is the only thing still awake with me. The rest of the apartment has gone quiet. The refrigerator hums from the kitchen, steady and indifferent. Somewhere in the distance, a car passes once, then disappears completely. On my monitor, a thin blue line moves across the bottom of the window, rendering 2% 3. It moves slowly, like it has nowhere important to be. I lean back in the chair and let the headphones rest heavier against my ears. The volume is low, almost too low, but I don't want the night to feel interrupted. The kick drum is soft, more like a pulse than a rhythm. The piano is only 3 notes, repeating without asking for attention. The pad sits underneath everything, thin as fog, barely there unless you listen carefully. I adjust the snare by a fraction, undo it, redo it, listen again. Nothing dramatic changes, but somehow it feels different. There is a cup beside the keyboard, coffee long gone cold, a faint ring at the bottom. I forgot when I stopped drinking it. 4%. I rest my fingers on the desk and close my eyes for a moment, just to hear without seeing. This is usually the hour when doubt gets louder, when every melody feels borrowed, when every chord sounds like something someone else already did better. But tonight, it's quieter than that. Not confident, not inspired, just steady. The cursor blinks in the corner of the project, waiting like it expects another decision. I scroll back to the beginning and let the track loop again. The hi-hat breathes softly. The bass doesn't push, it just holds the floor in place. 5%. I remember why I started this one. It wasn't for a playlist, it wasn't for numbers. It was because something felt unfinished earlier, like a sentence I forgot to complete. This is me trying to complete it. Outside the window, the sky is still dark, but there's a faint shift in the black, not blue yet, just less heavy. The progress bar reaches 9%. I lean forward, add a subtle texture behind the second verse, not a new melody, just a layer that feels like distance. I don't want this track to explode, I don't want it to rise, I just want it to stay. There's something honest about music that refuses to impress. 12%. My shoulders relax slowly, almost without permission. I didn't notice how tense they were. I let the chorus pass again. No lift, no dramatic change, just space widening slightly, like someone opening a window in another room. The render pauses for half a second, then continues. For a moment, I hold my breath, as if the computer can feel pressure. 17%. It's strange how creation at this hour feels less like ambition and more like maintenance, like keeping a small fire alive, not to be seen, just to stay warm. I tap the desk gently, in time with the beat, not performing, just confirming it's real. 23%. I think about deleting it, starting over tomorrow, calling it unfinished. Instead, I lower the volume even more and listen to the space between the sounds. That's where it lives. The silence between the piano notes, the air before the snare touches, the breath before the vocal would enter, if there were one. 31%. I imagine someone else hearing this late, alone, not analyzing it, just letting it sit in the room. That's enough. The screen light reflects faintly on the wall. Everything else is shadow. 40%. I don't add anything else, I don't fix anything else. I let it be slightly imperfect, the kind of imperfect that feels human. 52%. The night feels thinner now, morning preparing itself quietly behind the buildings. I realize I haven't checked my phone in over an hour. That feels important. 68%. I sit still, hands off the keyboard, no more edits. If I touch it again, I might ruin the balance. 81%. The refrigerator hum stops for a second, then returns. Even machines need pauses. 94%. I exhale slowly. The progress bar reaches the end and the word changes. Complete. I don't press play immediately. I let the silence settle first, because sometimes the space after finishing is the most honest part. 4:39. Still rendering somewhere inside me.
The neon sign outside flickers red and blue. It paints your face in colors that don't belong to you. Your collar slightly open, like you meant it that way. You never were the type to beg someone to stay. The jukebox in the corner plays something slow. Nobody's really dancing, they just move low. No promises, no pleas, just the hum of electricity. Low light, no apologies. We don't call it love, we don't drop to our knees. Just your hand on my waist, like it's always been there. Low light, thick air. Your voice is barely louder than the ice inside your glass. You say you'll leave tomorrow, but you don't move. close enough to feel the rhythm in your breathing, slow and real. We don't speak about the future, we don't rewind the past. We let the moment stretch, but not too fast. Low light, no apologies, no dramatic goodbye, no sudden urgency. Just the brush of your fingers down the side of my sleeve. Low light, we don't leave. If this is only tonight, that's fine. We don't need to define every touch, every line. The blues was never loud, it was low and true. A steady kind of hunger moving through. You tilt your head slightly, not asking for more, just enough to keep the tension on the floor. Low light, no apologies, we let it remain. No fireworks, no rain, just heat under skin when nobody sees. Low light, no apologies.
The ashtray's full but untouched, like something we meant to say. Your glass is sweating slowly at the edge of yesterday. The lamp throws yellow shadows across the wooden floor. You're standing by the window, but not looking at the door. I don't light another cigarette, the air is thick enough. We've already said the heavy things in voices low and rough. No shouting, no blame, just silence with a name. Smoke stays in the room long after we're done. It clings to the curtain and folds, avoiding the sun. It settles in my jacket, in the space you used to move. Smoke stays in the room, like proof. The piano in the corner holds a broken chord. Someone played it softly and quietly ignored. Your fingers trace the table, circles in the dust. We were never reckless, we were careful with our trust. The trumpet from downstairs bleeds through the ceiling thin, a melody that almost pulls us back again. Smoke stays in the room without a sound. just hanging around. It doesn't ask for answers, it doesn't demand a fight. Smoke stays in the room all night. Maybe love was always smoke, visible in certain light, never solid in the daylight, only real at night. You reach for your coat slowly, like this was always planned. I don't try to stop you, I just watch your hand. The door clicks shut behind you, soft and controlled. The room exhales a memory, heavy and old. Smoke stays in the room after you leave. It settles in the quiet, and what I believe, not burning anymore, not asking to resume. Smoke stays in the room, in this room. I lower the needle carefully, like it might bruise. The record spins in patient circles, with nothing left to prove. Dust moves in the lamplight, slow and gold. This apartment keeps its stories, low and old. Your laughter used to echo from this floor. Now the silence knows the shape of the door. No streaming, no skip, just fingertip. There's static between the grooves, soft and thin, not loud enough to cover where we've been. Every crackle sounds like something we couldn't say. Static between the grooves won't fade away. Side A holds the winter we first stayed in. Side B carries summer with thinner skin. I remember how you leaned against my shoulder blade, while the trumpet in the corner quietly played. We didn't dance dramatically, we barely moved, just swayed in small degrees, half removed. Static between the grooves, warmer than regret, not sharp like breaking, just unmet. The song continues forward even when we don't. Static between the grooves says what we want. Vinyl keeps the surface noise, it doesn't clean it out. It lets the imperfections circle round and round. Maybe that's why I still play it instead of something new, because 'cause the crackle sounds like memory, and memory sounds like you. If I lift the needle now, it will end, but endings feel too sudden to defend. So I let it spin another time through worn out lines where love was never shouted, just to find there's static between the grooves, gentle and low, not asking me to let you go. The record keeps revolving in the dim lit room, static between the grooves, still in bloom. The room is dark except the screen, a pale impatient glow. I tell myself I'm not awake, but I already know.
The curtains barely move at all. The city settled in.
My phone lights up the ceiling
Like a quiet kind of sin.
I place it face down on the desk, as if that makes it fair.
As if not seeing your name
means you're not there.
I didn't mean to text that late. It wasn't even deep, just something small I almost sent before I tried to sleep.
The typing dots appeared and stopped
3 times in a row.
I watched them like a heartbeat,
Too careful to show.
the silence after digital is louder than a call.
A single name in white and blue can shake the wall.
No ringing, no sound,
Just light on the ground. Your name in my notification, soft against the dark.
not a cry, not a storm.
Just a spark. It isn't what you said, it's knowing that you tried. Your name in my notifications stays inside.
I open it and read again. The message wasn't long,
Just are you still awake tonight?
nothing strong, but every word feels heavier.
Past what it implies,
Some sentences don't shout at all.
they just revise.
I start to type, I'm doing fine.
Then let it fade,
Delete the parts that
feel too brave. The ceiling fan keeps turning slow, like time is undecided. I rest the phone up on my chest, half relieved, divided. I don't need a paragraph, I don't need a plan, just proof that in your quiet room you think of who I am.
the screen goes dim between my hands.
But I don't move, waiting is a kind of truth we never prove. Your name in my notifications,
Gentle and small,
no punctuation,
after all.
just a glow across the sheets.
At
2:17, your name in my notifications.
where we've been,
If this were years ago,
we would have called,
heard the breath
heard the fall. But now we measure closeness
in seconds seen
and dots that flicker
on a screen.
We don't confess, we don't retreat.
We meet in blue and incomplete.
No promises attached,
No demand.
just your name inside my hand.
Your name in my notifications.
Low and bright,
Not asking for forever.
just tonight.
I turn the phone face down again, but I don't hide your name in my notifications by my side.
Neon lights across the glass and broken colored lines. Your reflection overlaps with parts of mine. The elevator hums below like it always does. Another night suspended between was and was. Your jacket on my shoulder feels heavier tonight. Not from weight but from light. You say you'll call tomorrow like you did before. I'm not as if I'm sure. No anger, no tears, just the echo of years. In the city window, soft reflection, two outlines, no direction. We don't shatter, we don't bend, just hover near and almost in. Trace the skyline through the air, naming buildings that aren't there. We talk about departures like they're trains, arriving without pain. The glass grows colder underneath my hand. I watch our shapes misunderstand. City window, soft reflection, no confession, no protection, just the quiet of what we know. Standing close, but letting go. If love was louder, it would break. If it were weaker, we mistake. But it survives in this thin space when neither of us loses face. City window, soft reflection, not rejection, not correction, just two silhouettes in slow suspension. City window, soft reflection. You sit across the table, hands wrapped around your teeth. Steam rises in between us like a memory. The restaurant is quiet, silverware restrained. We talk about the weather like nothing's changed. Your voice is even softer than it used to be. Careful with each sentence, careful with me. Outside the traffic moves without a sound. Inside we let our eyes stay down. No dramatic endings, no slam doors. It's the kind of love that stays seated, doesn't stand to leave, doesn't beg for mercy, doesn't ask you to believe. It waits across the table with nowhere else to go. The kind of love that stays seated and lets you know. We don't touch the subject, we don't raise our tone. We've both grown used to being alone, together in a quiet way that doesn't interfere. Close enough for comfort, but careful not too near. Your hand moves slightly, then retreats, like it remembers old defeats. It's the kind of love that stays seated long after the check is paid, not burning like a wildfire, not quickly made. It lingers in the posture, in how we breathe. The kind of love that stays seated and doesn't leave. Maybe this is mercy, maybe this is grace. Two people sharing a familiar space. No accusations, no applause, just quiet understanding without a cause. It's the kind of love that stays seated through the night, not demanding resolution, not demanding fight. It rests inside the ordinary, slow and completed. The kind of love that stays seated.
The room is breathing slowly, curtains half undone. Street light through the window, soft and amber-toned. Your glass is sweating lightly on the wooden floor. Neither of us asking what we came here for. You lean against the counter like you've always known how silence fills a distance without a tone. Your fingers trace a circle
on the edge of space. I feel it from across the room without a chase. No rush, no claim, just warmth without a name. It's velvet after midnight, smooth against the skin. Not fire, not thunder, just letting you in. Slow breath, low light, everything unspoken right. Velvet after midnight stays inside. Your shadow on the ceiling moves when you do. Every small adjustment pulls me closer to you. The music barely whispers underneath our feet, a rhythm soft enough to keep it discreet. I step into your orbit, careful not to fall. You don't close the distance, but you don't step back at all. We hover in the center of something undefined, close enough to feel it, far enough to be kind. Velvet after midnight settles in the air, not a declaration, not a dare, just skin remembering where to stay. Velvet after midnight won't fade away. If morning comes too quickly, we won't complain. We never called it love, we never gave it a name. Some things live better without the light, soft as fabric in the night. It's velvet after midnight, low and slow. No need for promises, no need to know. Just breath near breath, without a fight. Velvet after midnight feels right. Feels right. The clock above the doorway pretends it doesn't move. We underline definitions like they might improve. Your handwriting leans left, mine barely stays in line. We share the same highlighter, but not the same time. The heater hums beneath us, carpet thin and worn. We talk about the future like it's already born. But every time you laugh, you lower your voice, as if even happiness needs a careful choice. We don't say forever, we don't say when. We studied until the lights went out, until the room went gray, until the silence gathered what we couldn't say. Books closed one by one, but we remained. Studied until the lights went out, and nothing changed. Outside the campus hallway, footsteps disappear. The vending machine flickers like it's unsure we're here. You brush your hand against mine, only by mistake. We both pretend it's nothing, for caution's sake.
The last page of the chapter feels heavier than before. We've learned all the answers, but still unsure. We studied until the lights went out, until the chairs grew cold, until the future in our mouths was careful and controlled. We packed our notes in silence, side by side, studied until the lights went out, and let it slide. Maybe this is how it stays, two people sharing light, not crossing any border, not claiming any right, just pages turning softly, breathing in the same space, close enough for warmth, far enough for grace. We studied until the lights went out, until the hallway dimmed, until the words we memorized began to blur at the rim. We walked into the night without a sound, studied until the lights went out, and kept it down.
Morning comes without color, just a pale unfinished sky. The ocean is already moving before I open my eyes. Salt rests on the balcony rail, thin and crystalline. I taste it in the silence, like something once mine. Your suitcase by the doorway, zip but still here. We said we'd leave early, but we stayed another year. The tide kept coming inward, then quietly withdrew, like it was practicing what we would soon do. No storm warning, no raised voice, just a gradual choice. There's salt in the morning air, clinging to my skin, not sharp enough to hurt, but strong enough to sink in. It settles on the surface of everything we were. Salt in the morning air, soft and unsure. You stand beside the window, watching fishing boats return, engines low and steady, with nothing left to burn. I count the seconds slowly, between what's said and not. The space becomes familiar, more than what we've got. Your shadow touches mine, then slides away again. We've learned to move like strangers who still pretend. There's salt in the morning air, floating through the room, not heavy like goodbye, not light enough for bloom. It rests on cups of coffee, on the sheets undone. Salt in the morning air says we're almost done. Maybe love was always like this, a shoreline shifting shape, not breaking in a moment, but changing grain by grain. We didn't lose each other in one dramatic wave. We misplaced pieces quietly, we tried too hard to save. If I reach for your hand now, it won't refuse, but it won't stay there. It already knows the news. So we stand in the early light, not touching, not apart, with salt in the open air and distance in the heart. There's salt in the morning air, lingering thin and wide, not asking us to fight, not asking us to hide. The sea keeps moving forward like it always will. Salt in the morning air, and everything is still.
The piano hasn't been tuned since last December's cold. Dust rests on every key, like stories left untold. I press one softly, it answers back. Not wrong, just slightly off track. Your scarf is still on the wooden chair, like you stepped outside for air. Nothing shattered, nothing loud, just time. The piano almost forgot us, almost let it fade. The melody we used to hum, the promises we made, it trembles when I touch it, like it's unsure of what to choose. The piano almost forgot us, but I still remember you. The curtains barely move, winter stays inside. I sit where you were sitting on the quieter side. I don't play the chorus we used to repeat, I just let single notes meet. The room doesn't argue, it doesn't defend it, it holds every echo without an end. If love were louder, it would have broken, but ours was low, rarely spoken. Not dramatic, not a scene, just two shadows in between. The piano almost forgot us, but not quite yet. Some chords still lean toward regret. I close the lid, the sound goes thin. The piano almost forgot us, where we've been. The piano hasn't been tuned since last December's cold. Dust rests on every key, like stories left untold. I press one softly, it answers back. Not wrong, just slightly off track. Your scarf is still on the wooden chair, like you stepped outside for air. Nothing shattered, nothing loud, just time. The piano almost forgot us, almost let it fade. The melody we used to hum, the promises we made. It trembles when I touch it, like it's unsure of what to choose. The piano almost forgot us, but I still remember you. The curtains barely move, winter stays inside. I sit where you were sitting on the quieter side. I don't play the chorus we used to repeat, I just let single notes meet. The room doesn't argue, it doesn't defend, it holds every echo without an end. If love were louder, it would have broken, but ours was low, rarely spoken. Not dramatic, not a scene, just two shadows in between. The piano almost forgot us, almost let it fade. The melody we used to hum, the promises we made. It trembles when I touch it, like it's unsure of what to choose. The piano almost forgot us, but I still remember you. The curtains barely move, winter stays inside. I sit where you were sitting on the quieter side. I don't play the chorus we used to repeat, I just let single notes meet. The room doesn't argue, it doesn't defend, it holds every echo without an end. If love were louder, it would have broken, but ours was low, rarely spoken. Not dramatic, not a scene, just two shadows in between. The piano almost forgot us, almost let it fade. The melody we used to hum, the promises we made. It trembles when I touch it, like it's unsure of what to choose. The piano almost forgot us, but I still remember you. The piano hasn't been tuned. The harbor lights are blurred tonight, like someone lowered the lens. Boats sway without direction, tied but not quite friends. Your coat brushes against my hand, but neither of us moves. The fog erases edges of the words we never use.
The ocean breathes in silver, soft against the pier. I hear you clear your throat, but nothing becomes clear.
Street lamps draw small circles
On water going gray,
we stand inside the quiet,
letting sentences decay. No fight, no blame,
just air between our names. There's fog between us,
Not a storm,
not a wave,
just something warm, turning cold before it falls. Fog between us,
it says it all.
I almost say I miss you before you're even gone.
But the mystery arranges,
The courage on my tongue,
ships move without warning.
fading from the shore,
Maybe love is leaving.
without a closing door.
Your shadow blends with mine and slowly slips away.
We don't ask for reasons,
We don't ask to stay.
the tide keeps doing
What it's always done, coming closer, then undone.
If we speak, it might break,
This fragile kind of space,
so we let the silence.
take its place.
No tears,
No sound,
just damp air.
all around. There's fog between us,
Soft and thin,
not outside but settling in.
we don't chase,
We don't resist,
we disappear.
inside the mist. Yellow lines across the page, careful strokes I underline. Words about persistence, but they echo something mine. The library is breathing in a hush of turning sheets. Your chair across the table moves with quiet feet. You don't look up often, but when you do, the air shifts slightly like it knew. I keep my focus steady on the page. Highlighter marks and heartbeats side by side. Nothing spoken out loud, nothing to hide. Just the rhythm of pens and borrowed time. Highlighter marks and mine. You tap your pencil lightly, thinking through a line. I pretend I'm reading, but I'm tracing you in my mind. The clock above the doorway ticks without concern. Some lessons take a chapter, some you never learn. The margin fills with color, soft and neat, but my pulse is louder underneath. Maybe this is enough, sharing the same light, different book, same night. Not asking for a future, not drawing a plan, just sitting across from
as long as I can. Highlighter marks and heartbeats quiet and slow. Not a confession, just a glow. When the lights go dim and we both leave, highlighter marks stay with me.
The screen glows against the dark, lines of logic stacked in rows. I press enter and lean back, while the progress window grows. The fan hums inside the case like it's thinking for me. Somewhere in this quiet room it's almost 3. Your photo still lives in a minimized frame. I haven't closed it, but I don't say your name. While the code compiles, I don't move. While the code compiles, time stands still. Errors I can fix, but not this, not will. The cursor blinks, impatient light, while the code compiles, I stay the night. Functions call each other like we used to do. Every missing bracket feels too close to you. I read the lines again, slow and deliberate. Some bugs are simple, some just wait. The build completes a quiet tone. Success appears, but I'm alone. If feelings were syntax, I'd rewrite mine. Indent the pain, make it a line. But nothing debugs what silence keeps. Nothing restores what memory repeats. While the code compiles, I sit and stare. Green text on black, going nowhere. The program runs, the night goes on. While the code compiles, you're gone.
Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Darker than it did before. The walls absorb the colors slowly, like they've seen this shade before. Your jacket on the chair still carries winter air. I don't turn the lights on, I let the shadows stare. The ceiling holds its silence, careful not to move. Every quiet object here still remembers you. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just blue. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Colder on my skin, not the color of the sky, but the space you're not in. It spreads across the room without a single sound. Blue looks different now, since you're not around. I scroll without intention, let the screen go dim. Messages unsent, edges growing thin. Outside a siren passes, then fades away. Even the noise of strangers doesn't choose to stay. The mirror keeps reflecting someone I don't name. Soft around the corners, but not the same. Maybe blue was always here, just softer in the light. Maybe love was never loud, just warm at night. I don't cry, I don't fall. I just notice how the color fills it all. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Settling in the dark, not a storm, not a wave, just a quiet mark. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. and I let it be what it is. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Darker than it did before. The walls absorb the colors slowly, like they've seen this shade before. Your jacket on the chair still carries winter air. I don't turn the lights on, I let the shadows stare. The ceiling holds its silence, careful not to move. Every quiet object here still remembers you. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just blue. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Colder on my skin, not the color of the sky, but the space you're not in. It spreads across the room without a single sound. Blue looks different now, since you're not around. I scroll without intention, let the screen go dim. Messages unsent, edges growing thin. Outside a siren passes, then fades away. Even the noise of strangers doesn't choose to stay. The mirror keeps reflecting someone I don't name. Soft around the corners, but not the same. Maybe blue is always here, just softer in the light. Maybe love was never loud, just warm at night. I don't cry, I don't fall, I just notice how the color fills it all. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Settling in the dark, not a storm, not a wave, just a quiet mark. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. and I let it be what it is. looks different at 2 a.m. Darker than it did before. The walls absorb the color slowly, like they've seen this shade before. Your jacket on the chair still carries winter air. I don't turn the lights on and let the shadows stare. The ceiling holds its silence, careful not to move. Every quiet object here still remembers you. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just blue. Blue looks different at 2 a.m. Colder on my skin. Not the color of the sky, but the space you're not in. It spreads across the room without a single sound. Blue looks different now.
When the piano almost disappears into the sound of the room, keys barely brushing the air, afraid to bloom. Your silhouette by the curtain moves with the tone, soft enough to miss if left alone. Each note lingers longer than it should, falling into corners of quiet wood. I listen closer to what remains. When the piano almost fades into the quiet it made, that's where I find you between the notes, not in the loudest part, but close. We don't need a full arrangement, we don't need applause, just this fragile pattern without cause. Your hand rests near my shoulder, then drifts away, like the final measure, refusing to stay. The reverb carries farther than the sound, spreading something gentle around. No crescendo, no rise, just time. When the piano almost fades and the melody thins, I feel the space widen under my skin. When the piano almost disappears, you feel near. Let the reverb hold it, what we won't say. Let the empty measures stay. Not every ending needs a chord, not every silence needs a word. Some songs dissolve slowly into air, not broken, not repaired, just resting somewhere unseen in
sweet. When the piano almost disappears into the late night air, that's when it feels most real. Not strong, not bright, just near. When the piano almost disappears, I stay and listen still.
No fireworks above the roof, no summer sky exploding, just the hum of the refrigerator in the quiet of the evening. You lean against the counter, arms folded close.
Nothing cinematic, nothing exposed. The neighbor's television flickers through the wall. Someone laughs somewhere, but it feels small. The kitchen light is softer than it used to be. Or maybe it's just us breathing carefully.
We don't reach,
We don't retreat,
we stay.
no fireworks, just us. No glitter, no rush,
Just breathing in sync.
at the edge of the sink. No fireworks, just us.
You rest your head on my shoulder like it's always belonged. I don't say anything clever, nothing strong. Your fingers draw slow circles on the back of my hand.
Some kinds of love don't need to expand. The window shows our reflection, dim and small.
Two shapes in a quiet room, that's all.
No audience, no applause, just pause. No fireworks, just us.
No sudden spark
Just steady warmth.
inside the dark.
No fireworks,
Just breath,
just touch.
maybe we won't post about it.
Maybe no one will know.
How steady feels deeper.
Than any glow.
No countdown,
No bright display.
just dishes drying.
At the end of the day,
Let the sky keep its color, let the crowd chase light. We'll
keep this small tonight. No fireworks, just us.
no glitter, no rush,
Just heartbeats close.
in a quiet room.
No fireworks,
Just us.
still. You inhale like you're ready, then let it fade. Words gathering quietly, unmade. Your eyes hold something fragile near the edge of sound, like a door half open, but never fully found. The lamp beside the sofa casts a steady glow. Your shadow moves slightly across the floor below. I can hear it forming before it disappears. It's the sound of almost saying it, the breath before the fall, the silence after meaning, when you don't speak at all. Almost, but not quite, still hanging in the night. Your fingers trace the fabric of the sleeve you wear. I watch the smallest motions like they're rare. You sit inside the balance between truth and fear. Sometimes the loudest feeling is the one we never hear. Outside a car passes slowly, headlights drift away, leaving us exactly where we stay. No interruption, no demand, just space. It's the sound of almost saying it, resting on your tongue, a fragile kind of honesty that stays forever young. Almost, but not quite, still breathing in the night. If you whisper now, I would listen. If you turned away, I would understand. Some words grow heavier when released. Some feelings live better unfinished. We don't need to force it, we don't need to prove that every thought inside us has to move. Let it hover gently between me and you. Not lost, not spoken, just true. It's the sound of almost saying it, soft against the air. Not regret, not confession, just something shared. Almost, almost, still here, still there. Still there.
For 12 and the cafe lights are softer than the street. Chairs stacked halfway to closing, but we're still in our seats. Steam rises from your cup and disappears like every thought you hesitate to make clear. Outside the glass, the avenue is almost empty now. A single car moves slowly without a sound. We don't check the time, though we know it. Coffee at 4:12 a.m. We don't say where this has been. Let the bitterness remain on the edge of what we mean. Coffee at 4:12 a.m. Nothing more, nothing less. You talk about small things, work and passing days. I listen to the pauses more than what you say. Your hands wrap around the cup like it's keeping you warm, like warmth is something fragile in another form. The barista wipes the counter, pretends not to see how late night conversations refuse to leave. Maybe we won't call tomorrow, maybe we will. Maybe this is just a quiet kind of thrill. No declarations, no design, just shared silence and borrowed time. Coffee at 4:12 a.m., holding what we won't name. Let it cool, let it stand between your hand and mine. Coffee at 4:12 a.m., and we let it be enough.
I didn't plan to say it. It slipped between the lines, between the hum of the heater and the late night headlines.
Your eyes didn't widen, you didn't pull away.
You just kept listening,
like it was okay.
I heard it in your breathing before the words were clear.
Some truths don't need volume to be sincere.
The room felt smaller, but not unsafe.
Like honesty had entered
without a wave.
We stay seated, we don't move, we let it land.
Low
Volume confessions,
barely crossing the room.
no dramatic tension,
No sudden bloom,
just quiet admissions in the dark. Low volume hearts.
We sit on opposite corners of the same small couch,
Close enough for silence,
to say too much. Your fingers trace the fabric,
mine rest on my knee.
neither reaching fully
For what this could be. No raised voices, no surprise,
just breathe.
low volume confessions,
nothing to defend,
not asking for forever,
not pushing for an end.
just something gently spoken,
Without a spark, low volume hearts.
If I lean a little closer,
would you stay the same?
if I answer honestly,
Would it shift our frame?
some feelings live better without a crowd,
Without a stage,
without being loud.
we don't need to name it,
To know it's there
we don't need to chase it.
through open air.
Low volume confessions,
Floating in between,
not promises.
real
and staying
still.
Midnight used to feel electric, like the road was ours to take. Windows down in city, breathing, every turn a small escape. Streetlights sliding across your face, gold against the glass. Radio playing something soft we said would always last. The highway lines were endless, like we'd never need to choose. Every mile felt weightless, with nothing left to lose. Now the same road stretches wider, colder somehow. Midnight feels different now, I don't know exactly how. Same old moon above the street, but it doesn't move like it used to. Midnight feels different now, quieter than before. I drive past familiar corners, but I don't slow down. Your apartment window flickers on the edge of town. I keep both hands upon the wheel, breathing steady low. Some memories don't disappear, they just let you go. The radio still plays our songs, but softer in the mix, like even they remember how fragile it all is. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just absence. Midnight feels different now, less alive, more allowed to sit beside the empty seat without reaching out. Midnight feels different now, but it's still midnight. Maybe this is what it means to grow around a loss, to let the shape of something remain without the cost. Not cutting, not burning, just slowly rearranging. The sky hasn't changed, the asphalt stays the same, only the echo shifts when I say your name inside my head and let it fade. Midnight feels different now, but I am learning how to let the silence drive without turning back. Same old moon above the street, watching from above. Midnight feels different now, and I let it be enough.
Soft lights spill across the pavement, neon trembling in shallow rain. Taxi tires move like whispers through the thin and silver lanes. Windows glow in quiet rows stacked above the avenue. Every room a different story, none of them about you.
I walk half a step behind you, hands inside my coat, breath dissolving into winter, words we never wrote. We don't rush, we don't slow, we just let the city flow. Under soft lights we stay small, no shadows on the wall, no promises to keep, no promises to break, just footsteps out of sync on streets that never sleep. Under soft lights, just breathing. A convenience store reflection catches half your face, red and blue fluorescent flicker, softens every trace. You look different in this hour, less guarded, less defined, like the night is taking edges from the corners of your mind. Buses pass without stopping, trains hum underground. Somewhere laughter rises briefly, then falls back down. We don't explain, we don't defend, we let the moment bend. Under soft lights we remain, somewhere between loss and gain. Not lovers in a film, not strangers on a train, just two unfinished thoughts drifting in the rain. Under soft lights, unspoken. Maybe love isn't fireworks, maybe it's restrained, walking side by side without the need to paint a brighter version of ourselves for anyone to see. Let the city keep its noise, we'll keep this quietly. Your shoulder almost touches mine, but doesn't need to prove anything more than presence, anything more than truth. Not dramatic, not loud, just steady. Under soft lights we stay near, no future, no fear, just pavement under feet and distant traffic sighs. If morning comes too soon, we won't apologize. Under soft lights, still breathing, still small, still here. Rain on the hospital window keeps drawing lines I cannot follow, thin silver trails under fluorescent light. The hallway hums in low electricity, footsteps pass without looking in. Your name glows softly on the monitor, green numbers rising and falling. I sit in a chair that feels too small for the weight of staying. Outside the glass, the city keeps breathing. Cars move through wet intersections. Somewhere people are laughing, somewhere doors are closing. But in this room, time stretches wide and unfinished, like it's waiting for permission to continue. I hold your hand, careful not to move too much, careful not to disturb the quiet. Rain keeps falling down against the silent town. I don't ask for miracles, I don't bargain with the sky. I just stay here counting breaths, watching shadows shift. Rain keeps falling down, and I stay. The vending machine coffee cools and touch paper cups soft in my hands. A nurse adjusts the blanket slightly and nods without speaking. Machines answer each other in patient little tones, like they've rehearsed this night 1,000 times before. Your fingers rest inside my palm, warmer than the room expects. I'll lean closer just enough to let my voice reach you. I talk about ordinary things, the grocery list, the neighbor's dog, the way the rain smelled last Sunday. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just words placed gently. Rain keeps falling down across the empty ground. I don't need a sign, I don't need a sound. If love is only this, remaining in the chair, then let it be enough that I am here. If breathing could be shared, I would divide mine slowly. If strength could be transferred, I would send it quietly. But all I really have is presence. So I stay through the beeping, stay through the shifting light, stay through the small hours when night feels endless. I don't measure hope, I don't measure fear, I only measure the rhythm of your chest rising. Rain against the window, soft but constant, like it understands that some battles are fought without noise. I don't promise tomorrow, I don't demand answers, I just sit beside you and let the dark exist. Rain keeps falling down, no applause, no sound, just water on glass and minutes passing. If morning chooses to arrive, it will find me here, hand in hand, still and near. Rain keeps falling down through the longest night, till the sky turns pale and the numbers change. Rain keeps falling down and I stay, I stay, I stay. There's a space between your words where something always lingers. Not anger, not love, just something unfinished. I hear it when you breathe, right before you answer, like your heart needs time to decide what to hide. It's not loud, but it stays in the quiet between heartbeats, where goodbye and hope both meet. Nothing breaks, nothing bleeds, it just quietly recedes. In the quiet, you and me. We sit across the table, hands close but never touching. The room hums softly, like it understands. You look at me the same, but not exactly. There's distance in your eyes that wasn't there before. Maybe love doesn't leave, it just lowers its voice, becomes something smaller, something careful, something that doesn't ask for much. Just presence, just
breathing across from each other in the quiet between heartbeats, where the silence slowly speaks. If you ever turn around and miss what we have found, I'll be here in between.
Three 17, the numbers glow, soft blue light across the wall. I haven't moved for hours now, just listening to the dark. Your side of the bed is cold, like it's trying not to remember the shape you left behind before we learned to let go. I type your name and let it fade. I'm still awake at 3:17, talking to a space where you've been. Nothing loud, nothing breaks, just the sound the silence makes. Every second stretching thin, I'm still awake. There's a cup beside the bed, cold coffee, I forgot again. I thought staying up would help, but it only brings you closer. The city moves without us now, cars pass like distant waves. Everything keeps going on, except this room. Maybe this is how it heals, not dramatic, not loud, just staying still long enough for the ache to soften. I don't cry, I don't reach, I just breathe slowly and let the night exist. I'm still awake at 3:17, letting the darkness settle in. Nothing ends, nothing starts, just unfinished hearts somewhere underneath my skin. I'm still awake, still here, still not sleeping.